On Monday, January 22nd, which marked 51 years since the now-overturned Roe v. Wade ruling legalized abortion, thousands gathered at the Minnesota State Capitol for the annual March for Life. Why is the issue of abortion so important to you?
Because every single human being is a person, and the right to life is the most important right that the government protects.
At noon, buses unloaded from parochial schools and churches from across the state in front of the Capitol. Children and adults paraded around the Capitol, holding homemade MCCL-provided signs for around 15 minutes until the program began. The march is organized by Minnesota Citizens Concerned for Life, MCCL, the largest pro-life organization in Minnesota. MCCL criticizes Minnesota's current abortion legislation, claiming it to be as extreme as any in the world. This year's march was especially concerned with the 2023 bill that enshrines the right to make autonomous decisions about the individual's own reproductive health. While over half of Minnesotans support state constitutional protections for abortion, the bill receives criticism from House and Senate Republicans who worried the bill lacked guardrails such as restrictions for third trimester abortions.
The question of life should always be, yes, life is valuable, life is sacred, and I think it's important to recognize where that life begins, and scientifically and spiritually and morally we can all agree that it begins at conception, and I think it's just incredible how controversial that is nowadays.
Additionally, as presented on a large screen in front of the crowd, the pro-life movement has also been motivated by Minnesota's 20% increase in abortions in 2022. The state projects an even more significant increase for 2023 because more out-of-state patients have come to Minnesota to pursue an abortion since the overturning of Roe v. Wade, according to WCCO.
It's killing innocent lives that have no words to even say that I want to be here.
Every life can make change, so we are killing our future presidents and doctors and people who could discover something very important.
This year, the program featured a display of 12,175 plastic fetuses on the steps of the Capitol, which represented the number of abortions that took place in Minnesota in 2022. After the program, the fetuses were brought into the Capitol Rotunda. While the march occurred during the school day, a surprising number of young people were present, most accompanied by parents or church groups. Younger generations, more so than previous generations, are now more likely to identify as pro-choice. Why do you think that is, and why do you guys disagree with that?
I don't know every single person's thought process. I know that I think for many of my friends who are not pro-life I don't think they realize that this is their internal thinking, but they kind of have life on a scale.
I think that the slogan, "My body, my choice," is really appealing to some people because, of course, we do have rights over our body to some extent. But I think that when we don't recognize that there's another body involved, it can be really misleading to people.
I think it's important, especially when there's more people being pro-choice, that the pro-life ones stand up and that they're not afraid to stand up and speak about something that is not popular.
So you guys are here at the Capitol. What action would you like to see the government take to support the pro-life movement and what you guys agree with?
Completely nullify abortion.
I would like to see them be more considerate and just think about what they could do more to agree with what we have to say.
Do you think that will ever happen in Minnesota?
Maybe if we keep doing this, it might.
A lot of people think that it's only during the elections that we get to make these big that we get to affect our politics, but it's really more of a grassroots thing. We gotta go out and make the argument to people. We've got to go and convince people by showing up at these sorts of events, by doing art, and by just bridging the gap between both different sides of the debate, having relationships across political lines and stuff like that.
Yeah.